Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? How's it going there, Aaron? Gonna be working on the home ship again today. Just checking up on Tarkov as well. Today is wipe day for Tarkov, so trying to at least get that downloaded while we wait here. Go ahead and get in the workbench. Didn't really do anything off screen from yesterday. It was busy yesterday, but get working on this a little bit, trying to keep consistent, get this build moving forward. So, got the drive systems in. Let's quickly check something really quick here. So we can move it now. So I want to get to the point where this is up and running so that I can actually use it for missions and stuff. So I want to see what these are. Okay, these are not reporting yet. Okay. So we'll get working on this stuff. So a lot of paneling to hook up, so I want to just keep at it and keep detailing. Get all my systems integrated in here. So where do we stop off? So that's Steam. Kind of finished up here. I'm trying to think what else we need. Piston. Piston. Condenser temp, and volume. Condenser volume. So I don't really care about the condenser volume, so let's actually take that. And put that here. Awesome, I copied the wrong thing. What the hell's going on here? Shit. Alright. We'll do that. Be a gauge. Oh, we'll leave it as a dial. It's fine. I don't want to have too many gauges in a row. There'll be 100 there. Dial 100. Okay. And that way we can start. So this will be Steam stuff right here. And then we'll start moving into more drive stuff. So that's centrally lined. So it'll be all our drive stuff so we know what's going on there. So that's going to be piston, RPM, port. That'll be a gauge is, nope, I want our dial. Okay, 0 to, no clue what that's doing, so we'll figure it out how much that's going to be. Copy that. Alright, there we go. This will be all drive information. This will be, so that'll be the pistons RPM. This will be propeller here. Okay. Alright, so that'll be drive systems there. I'm trying to think what else I want here. I said we're on depth under keel and all that stuff as well. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. How's it going there, Oceanic? Still working on the home ship. Alright, so that's good for now, at least. We get that in. And then probably put maybe the monitor there. For the depth under keel. We'll see how I like that at an angle. See how these are all lined up. Okay, I'll go there. Good. All right, let's work on generators. That way I can get some of this electrical stuff going. Trying to think if I want the generators in front. I kind of do. How the hell did that get that color? Alright, so there's two main generators there. I don't think they'll need that high of a gear ratio to really give me what I need, so we'll have to see. Well, we'll run them up for a little bit here. I think I have ample power, so we'll just run them nine ones for now. Alright. And let's see, we need battery banks in here. Okay, so that'll work. Could just probably do this here. I'm trying to see how I want to set up these battery banks. Let's go like that. Okay. Gonna want to rack them. cage off the last set here. Is the W key not working on my keyboard? Alright, we'll cut these and that. Alright, so there's battery banks in there. Probably support them a little bit better later, but they're in at least. Alright. Let's do a generators panel. How's it going there, Rasmus? How's it going there, Citrus? How's it going there, Zachy? How are you guys? That's neat, Aaron. What you're working on? Let's see, electrical panel. Let's make it wide and see how much space I have. Sure that didn't delete anything. Nope, perfect. All right, let's check the electrical panel and get working. All right, so let's see. So we have battery bank A, B. So we need relays. We have readouts, volts. That looks like, what is that? Okay, that's the master breaker. And then it's a bridge systems. Yep, those are gens. All right, good. That is S watts, I assume, here and here. Yep, and then what are you? Harbor gen. Okay. So let's start working on this. Be nice. Can't even they're doing Tarkov in waves, so I can't even download it right now. They're still working on it. All right, that's good. Let's see. So I need at least 3 relays. Port, battery bank. Master. All right. Master power there. What else did I need? Both gens. Let's see. Port gen. Just update this real quick. I want to make sure I can only go one more on that panel, so I'm just gonna move this. Don't want to hit that panel and then have to fix it. Alright, number input, the CB port. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's start working here. Alright, so let's start. Alright, so that's good. That will be the battery banks there. And then I need to start reading out, so we'll go battery read, or writes rather. Alright, so we'll go give us battery and percentages. Alright, and then I want this will be voltmeters. Times 3600 to give me a more readable number. Alright, so that is watts and volts to start with at least. Let's see what else we have here. So that's going to be batteries, that's going to be voltages there. Yep, okay. Master and then systems. Master systems, okay. So what's that? That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is master, I think. 7 master? No. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7? 7. Okay, 7. I don't think it's 7 though, that's the problem. Let's look up, see if it's actually 7 before I screw it up and have to redo it. Nope, 7. Alright, 7 and 8. I was right. Alright, bridge systems. It's 8. Alright, good. And then I think we're up to port and starboard gens should be 9, 10. Yeah, I think port and starboard gens should be 9 and 10. Double check it. This way we can start to actually run the ship properly. 9, 10's the gens, and then SWATs. I don't think I have SWATs coming in. Okay, 9, 10, gens, SWATs. Alright, so let's get those going. Do a constant number. Alright, so this is the generators here, so this will be running that. So desire A1, read off that. That'll be the starboard. I'll read off of you, sir, or madam. Alright. The number input p-value. Oh, cop right in the microphone's nice. Alright, let's see. So for now, we're going to run that like that. I'll fix that in a minute. What are you? Starboard port SWATs. $11 and $12. Okay. Alright, so that's most of my outs. Yeah, I just need to run the p-values, and we should be good to start hooking this up, and electrical system should be mostly done. So. Alright, let's go ahead and grab some relays. Void somewhere. I'll put the master in here somewhere. Master's gonna be annoying, so it should probably be somewhere up here. Okay. So that'll be port battery bank. That'll be starboard battery bank. That'll be master. Just stuck it up there. Where is it? Right there. Bridge system should probably actually go up there, but we'll be alright. I'll fix it in a second. Starboard gen. port gen. Starboard battery bank. Port battery bank. SWAT, starboard, and port. Anything else? Let's do bridge systems I need to do. And then the p-value. Alright, let's start hooking some of this up. Alright. And then these are going to go directly in, so we'll have alright, good. And those don't need to be connected, those two do. Valve City up here. Probably put them all through breakers later. I might even do an electrical room, but I'm not ready to split all that up yet. That's going to be a lot of work, so. Not going to get into that quite yet. I'll keep them as independent engine systems here. That will be part of the boiler system. Okay. Those are not getting switched. This one does need to be powered there. Those can come together. Alright, so that's mostly plumb. This is all control systems. These are all the fins for hydrodynamic stability, essentially. Alright, so that's mostly engine room connected. Actually, these should just go to the master. Okay. If they go to the master, is that going to work? I think how to set up the gens. If they go to the master, they're going to generate directly to the master, which I don't want them to. So these need to be rerouted here. Yeah, the generators are going to be rerouted, so they'll go to the bat sides of both. Like so. Alright. That's better. Alright, and then these two are going to go to the master. Like so. Alright, and then I need a bridge systems relay. What's bridge systems? Bridge systems does not need a relay. Bridge systems just needs an on-off switch. Okay, good. Plumb those up. So bridge systems is going to go just to turn on bridge systems like so. Hopefully we can get the infinite electricity off here soon. So it can actually be used properly. Alright. And let's fix this. Alright, that's good. This goes there, this goes to there, these go up. So, alright, that goes directly to the hot bus, which will go here. Alright, good. And then master can go to here, here, here. Drive systems, okay. For that system there. That's good so far. Alright, what else do we need here? Crane will get segregated at some point. Master can go there. Master can go to here. Those are on the hot bus, so these will be on the same hot bus as this. And we'll just plug these for now. Crane systems will go in the hot bus. They should go off the master, but the other one will go off the master. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, let's see, this goes here. Then we'll plug these here for now until I get new controllers for that. Those don't need it. Plug that in later. Alright. Yeah, this could all go to the master here. Alright, yeah, the crane will go to the master. Right there. These doors will go to the master switch. I'll put them on an accessory switch later when I make an electrical room, but don't want to get into the electrical room right now. It's going to take too much time. This one will just go plug right into the hot bus for now. It's not going to last very long. I'll take it out of there. Alright, so we're pretty plumbed up, I think. Let's check some chat. Hello, hello, Citrus again. Yeah, the gauges are all going to be functional. Take some time. But you're going to get them all there. Let's see. Alright, so we should be ready because those are flip switches. Those will attach the batteries. Yeah, I need the master in there to read. So let's give this a quick check and a run. And we'll try it without infinite electricity. We'll see what happens. So infinite electricity is off at the moment. Stability weight, never got any power. That would be why that's rolling. Alright, that's important. So I need to make sure that's good here. This will go to the hot bus. Okay, hot bust. That's very important. Okay. That will cause the ship to roll over right away if that's not in place. How the hell did I just go flipping over the ship? There we go. Alright, let's go up here. Alright. And make sure infinite electricity is off. It is. Okay. Alright, we're going to flip battery port on. Battery port's reading fine. Battery starboard's coming on. Voltage. Not reading any voltage. I need to check that. There we go. That just clicked the breakers on. Alright, good. Bridge systems are on now. Nice. Alright, good. The generator port and starboard. And then I need to put in a P value. So, alright, so we're good. And then diesel furnace, I need to hook up that system. Alright, good. So that is pretty good on the electrical side. Let's get a keypad. That's for the P value of the generators. We're going to have to check the generators and get a P value set up for the generators. So this will go right there is fine. This will go down here for the p-value there. Alright, nice. And then whatever this is, this button here, this toggle button, it's going to change. So let's get this ready to be changed for the furnace control unit. Alright, so instead of toggle, that's going to go to... I didn't need to add 2, I just need to add 1. That will be toggled. Output there, and then toggle is going to be a... I'm going to need to read... Okay, you know what, let's just do this. Bingo. Alright. Alright, good. Alright, now everywhere this is toggled needs to go to toggled. So this is going to be ignition. These pumps. Those pumps. Where else you going there, guy? Blue pump there. Blue pump there. Trying to see where that's going to. Okay, this pump here. I probably don't even need these pumps, but they're on there just to make sure that exhaust goes in and out and that the air goes in and out for the furnace. Alright, let's do composites for the furnace panel. Alright, let's look at it and let's get the furnace panel plumbed up so we can actually run this by that. So diesel furnace is 1. So it's going to be temp, pressure, temp. Temp, pressure, temp. Okay. Temp, pressure, temp. Okay, there we go. I'll see you later, Zachy. What's up with this? Toggled. Okay. Alright, so I already have boiler temps. The second one can go. And then I think I have furnace temp too, right? Or does furnace temp already have, so I can go as well. Okay, good. Boiler pressure is just a readout. Alright, so let's go. This one is 1. And then the next one should be temp. Yeah, temp, pressure, temp, I think is how I had it. So let's do it right. Just go check them. I want to see how many I need. But pretty much they're all just readouts, so it should be temp, pressure, temp, fluid level, leaf, condenser, and then this is drive systems. Yeah, okay. I'm actually gonna disconnect this with that, so go like that. Nice. I could go through here. It's not the end of the world to do that. Let's do that. That way I don't have to make a separate microcontroller, so that'll be fine. That'll go in like that. Alright. Make sure they're numbered correctly. Let's say 8. Yep, they're all okay, they're all connected. Alright, perfect. So what are these? That is boiler fluid level, relief tank, condenser, condensers. Okay. And starting with 2. I'm gonna try to get this so I can run everything from the bridge. And what are you talking? 3 panels, so we'll say 11. Okay. Alright, so first one's furnace temp, boiler pressure, and then this should be boiler temp. And those are the first ones. Where the hell is the front of the ship? Okay, I'm lost. Alright, there we go. Boiler fluid, relief tank, condenser, condenser. Okay. Boiler, relief, condenser, condenser. Alright. Alright, this is gonna be boiler, fluid, alright, there we go. That should wrap up that. Alright, so we have boiler temp, and then it should be boiler fluid. Boiler fluid, relief fluid. Condenser, condenser, something like that. Condenser, condenser. I think that's what it is. And then what are we knocking off 4? Something like that, I think. What is toggled all about? No, it's the same as electric furnace, so I don't need toggled because electric furnace does the same thing. Okay. Okay. I think that's good. Fix connections here, so we have furnace temp. I already have furnace temp, do I, huh? Nope. What happened? That's the furnace temp. Oh, I moved it, so that needs to be moved there. Boiler got transposed. That is boiler pressure now. This is going to be boiler fluid. That is relief fluid. That is port condenser temp. That is going to be starboard condenser temp. Electric furnace, and I deleted a bunch of stuff I needed. Crap. Alright. Not the end of the world. That goes there. That goes there. 2 of these. 2 of those. I think that's it for what that needs to be plumbed into. Oh, these 2 here, those 2 there, and then that needs to go to the valve. Crap, I deleted something I needed. That's why, electric furnace there. Wait, no, where's the valve? Should have a choke valve on this. Why is there no choke valve in here? Whatever. Alright, we'll do this. Alright, so that needs to be traded out. Alright, that's fine. Alright, good. And this one here needs to go to... Alright, throttle valve. That's why the way I named it was funky. I couldn't remember what that was supposed to be doing here. Alright, so that will work now. Alright, good. I think we're good here on this. Let's hope. Let's check, make sure it's all hooked up. Looks good, looks good. Alright, let's spawn that, see if we can get the ship up and running. Radar, oh, you're making a radar screen. Citrus to add to the old, I'm in the drink. The lure work. That started first. Alright, first temp's coming up. Boiler pressure's nothing yet, which is fine. Boiler temp is coming up. Boiler fluid level, relief tank, condenser port, and starboard. Alright, so that's all good. Alright, I'm gonna just put a 1 in here for now for the p-value. All right, here comes boiler pressure. All right, good. Let's go ahead and we'll gauge the clutches. There's the propellers going. Alright, nice. Now we're going to engage the generators. No SWATs yet. See what's up with that. Okay, why are you not rating? Alright, shows voltage here. Alright, 1's probably too low. Let's see. Actually might have been too high because it's overcharging. I think let's go real low for a second, see if it goes full discharge. It does. Let's go down there, see what the hell's going on. Very, very low clutch pressure. Okay. Very low clutch pressure. Alright. Let's play with that number here. Sometimes it needs to be a really high number to get that to move correctly. Okay, that's way high now. That's 11. And why is nothing coming through? Interesting. Interesting. I gotta look at this, see why that's not letting anything flow through. It's interesting. Alright, check that out later. Get up here. Alright, and I'm going to set this up so it doesn't jump as much, because what it's going to do is the propellers, because they're not actually pushing really any water, they don't have any resistance at feather. And so what I'll do is I'll set the max RPM on the propellers, and the PID will control that. So yeah, I need to work on these, see why the generators aren't working. Alright. Boiler fluid levels, good. Relief tank. Condenser temps. Condensers are running a little bit hot, but as long as they stay under 100, I'm happy. Right, good. Let's push it up. So these aren't working, so that needs to be fixed. Okay, I didn't dial in any of those. It worked pretty well. Yep, pistons are moving nicely. Steam doesn't work, Citrus. Steam does not work. That's what they look like when they're you know, pushing the propellers. They slow down. That's the thing is right now. So what I'm going to do is I will add a valve before the intakes, and so what it's going to do is it's going to limit the steam pressure go through to make sure that the pistons never go higher than I want them, because like if at max speed, say the propellers are turning at 20 RPS. I'm just making up numbers here. Turn at 20 RPS. I don't ever want the propellers when they're feathered to turn more than 20 because, you know, it'll give you that artificial jump where normally it would just slip in the water. So curious why these are not working. It could, you know what it is? I bet I didn't hook up the see right there, electricity 0. That's what it is. Okay, so let's go infinite electric. All right, now we're good. So that's what it was. It was the electricity. I forgot to hook the clutches in, so that is the issue. Let me check. Oh, I got a message. It's Monk. Just answering a message about Tarkov. Today's wipe day, so. Like to play some Tarkov later, but can't download the new version. They're doing it in waves. So. Hopefully they get that out soon. Good to get going on White Day. So that's the issue there. All right, so that's fine. But so far we're running pretty well here, so need to fix this issue so I can tune in the generators. How's it going, FS? What's happening? Yeah, just gravity feed it in. Like that was, you know, that's the way to make it work, you know. I just need to watch my tutorial. Alright, so this needs to plug in. So this is gonna go into where can these go in? So we'll go into the master there. So we'll see how much power I need. I might have to gear these way up to get the power I need. The nice thing with having a door on one side here is I can put like a breaker panel on one side. So, alright, So let's see what we need here. That should be hooked up. Let's tune these generators in. That's important to me. What's going on here? Eventually, this is the fuel cut. Did I just symmetry something? No. Okay. So this is let's go valve. I like the manual valves for this. Like right now, I'm gonna set the manual valve to be open at start, and then this will be the main fuel valve. I'm actually gonna have to take a little break to use the facilities here, so I'm just gonna put on some vidya for you guys. And you can take an intermission if you like. I'll be back shortly. I'm just trying to go on this. Let me see, what do I want to run? I'll do the, let me see, what do I want to do? I'm trying to find a set of videos for you while I'm using the facilities. I'll put on the build challenge. If I can find it. Alright, and this is where it left off. This is left off of Marley's video. Marley was one of the winners on the community voting, so Marley did a really good job. So I'm just going to put that up right now and play this for you guys while I go use the facilities. If you also need to use the facilities, now would be a good time. Good, so the bumper is down.
Right,
we
right
should
back,
be
guys.
all locked up. Let me just double check. Once payload secure, pull the carriage back to highest position, lower the bed, deploy the Mansfield bar. Okay, good. So we're all set to go. So let's go ahead and we'll close it up. Go ahead and get rid of that H menu 1, and here we go. It says third gear, but I'm just going to drive it. I'll shift as I find necessary. If I have an issue, I will follow the instructions explicitly. Let's do a little bit of maneuver test. We'll go through here. All right, so here we go. We're going to turn left here and go back up toward the train depot, and this will give it a good test on this hill. This is a pretty steep hill, and make sure we have good clearance there. Yep, no problem there. Drives well. I do like the mirrors. The mirrors are actually usable. That's definitely a nice thing to have, is usable mirrors. I'm just going to go third person again, checking clearance. We don't seem to have any sort of ground clearance problems, which are nice. Turns well. Having good maneuverability on this. It does have suspension on it, on the front. So handles well. Not having any problems, not having any sliding. A little bit surprised with just that it is pretty low in mass. Usually something this low in mass, the container is about a little bit more than 50% of its mass. So it's doing pretty well handling that container and still being stable. Just being careful coming over the top of this hill. Got a nice long American nose on there. It's challenging to see over. There we go. Beautiful. So handles it really well. We do have the snowy conditions here for Christmas, so we want to make sure that we're not going off-road with this. We don't want to lose any traction. A little bit of winter wonderland here. Very nice. There's something on the ground there, some sort of animal, I believe. But drives really well. Yeah, no real complaints there. Drives really well. It behaves well. Nice interior here. You know, nice and analog. A little bit, it's neat with the, I like the sunroof on there. I like the reverse camera. The rear view mirror is nice. Let's go ahead and we will set the brake and we'll go down in neutral. We cannot operate this. We cannot, if we don't put it in neutral, we will stall getting out. So we need to make sure we do that. All right, so the Mansfield bar is coming back up. There it goes. All right, we're going to go ahead and we'll increase the elevation and push the container out. All right, so I'm just going to drop the angle a little bit. That will help with probably not pushing us forward. There we go. All right, now we're going to go up. All right, there we go. Nice. Let's see. Where's the disconnect release connector? Very nice. So this was a really cool truck. Worked really well. No complaints with this at all. I really like the detailing, having a DOT tape on the sides. The rails are a nice addition. I wish we would just have some more some more parts, so that we didn't have to look at the. Sometimes you get a little reflection, but again, we are working with the parts we have. Really good detailing all around. I like the dualies. Nice tank detailing on there. Really good detailing all around. Nice use of paintable indicators, but really cool build, and thanks for sharing it. And the next build is the Valiant ST-1600. So nice picture here with some branding on there. Couple good pics. We get a 3D model there. Let's see if we can give it a spin. So that's cool to have a 3D model. I like that. That's neat. Have some good pictures here. Nice cab over design. This is by Zizo. Valiant truck allows for container transportation with ease, fully built with career mode in mind. This truck is very reliable and fully recoverable. The separate body, bumper, and cab, as well as the high suspension design, allow for a little bit more reckless driving without critical damage. The side loading solution is great for loading and unloading low bed container train cars. The drawback is that you need to precisely park next to the container in order to load it. Features drivetrain 16-cylinder W, 8-gear automatic sequential with top speed of 130 kilometers an hour. Double radiator cooling, 8x8 twin steer. Keep gear option, disable upshifting and stay in higher torque gears. Automatic parking brake when in neutral. Speed filtered linear steering, look up to enable mouse steer. Cruise control to help avoid going full speed all the time. Generator mode when in neutral. Details: mass 2244 kilograms. Price $28,000. Fuel 1,400 liters. Accessories: side load container crane. Mag-all anchors. Front winch. Sleeper tilting cab. Hand crank start in case of battery damage. Fully geared with equipment. Realistic low high beam lighting and dimming. RGB lights with indicator and warning lights. Analog dashboard. Next gen navigation map with transponder locator. Disable automatic parking brake option for towing and recovery. Usage: start the engine, flip the switch on the right of the steering wheel. You'll need to tap WS to switch between drive, neutral, reverse. Control panel for the container crane is on outside on the passenger side. Park on the side of the container parallel to it at about 1.5 meters. Make sure the truck is in gear, zero, neutral, and the parking brake is enabled. Drop the anchors for truck stability. Enable connectors. Raise the arms until the container connects. Turning off the anchor switch will automatically load and secure the container. Good to know. Then actually raise the anchors. Button 3 cycles the light modes. 4 engages cruise control at current speed. Braking or pressing 4 again will disengage it. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, let's take a walk around the Valiant here. So I really like the paint job here. Nice detailing on there, kind of like a Volvo, old school Volvo grill on there. Good paint job there and branding. See the radiator in there. Definitely kind of a tall beast, kind of an off-roady one with the winch on the outside there. All nice sort of paintable indicators. Nice detailing there. There's our cab raise. We'll go quickly give that a tilt there. That's a neat feature. Let's see if I can, I'm not sure how to lower it down. Let's see if we can lower it down. Up there it goes. It was going. There we go. You just have to give it a delay and then it goes again. So that's kind of a neat feature. I like that. Very cool. We like that. All right, good. So nice detailing in here. A lot of parts on here for all the stability stuff. So, you know, a little bit, don't see much frame rail in there, but that's fine. A little bit of exposed stuff here and there. The big globes on the bumper. I kind of like seeing some of the more detailed bumpers with the paintable indicators, but that's still cool. Let's see. Have the crane here, anchors and connectors. We have a fluid hose anchor there. Nice detail in there on the step up. So let's make sure we are left-hand drive. We are. Nice detailing in the door there to have the little blind spot window. Let's go ahead and jump on in. All right, so nice analog in here. So we have kilometers an hour, bat, fuel, gear, temp, RPS, liters per second. Get that engine starter going on there. We have a moving map, sequential, disengage, park, brake, keep gear. Okay, so that's if we want to stay in a gear. Turbo pressure and air brake. We have a sleeper cabin here with some stuff for rescues, which is nice to see. Bunch of stuff over there, all sorts of equipment here. So let's go ahead and steering's AD, WS is throttle, brake left, right is indicators. Up, down is the sequential gearbox. Space is the parking brake. 2 is the klaxon. 3 is the lights. So let's go ahead and take a look. That's neat how they come up. Let's go ahead and press them again. And there are high beams. Very neat. I like that feature. I really like these lights in the front bumper. They're really well done there. You know, they look like actual panes of plastic or glass on there. You know, I'd like to see something like that in the rear. You know, nothing wrong with those default lights, but really good detail on the lights in the front. I really like how they turned out there. It'd be cool to see that on the back as well. And last tap is off. So we have left is the left indicator. Right is the right indicator. Very cool. 6 is hazards. Neat. Very cool. Okay, good. So let's see. We'll go ahead and we'll get back in first person here. W will put us in first. And it's kind of, you know, it's an automated gearbox for the most part. We can keep it in gear. Steers well with the dual steer axles in the front. All right, nice. Let's see. Make sure we don't have any high center problems or we slam the bumper on the way down. It's all right, close, so
but
I am back here. Let's shut that down. All right, let's see. Anyone new here? How's it going? Alexander, what's happening? How are you guys? Reading some stuff. All right, nice. All right, so let's see. So this valve's going to start open. That's just fuel, so that's going in there. We'll tune these in now so they're plumbed into electricity, so I need to check the gens to make sure they're running all right. Let's see, what's running these? Electrical panel. Let's see, where are we at here? Here are the gens. Let's go. So we'll go ahead and we'll put a clamp on these. There's no point in putting over 1 on the clutches. All right, we'll tune in the p-values on these, see how these gens are working for us. But it's nice now to be able to start the pistons up on the bridge. Shut off infinite electricity, infinite fuel's off. Okay, start turning the furnace on. We'll start this at 1 for the generators, and we'll see where we get from there. I'm making homemade sushi. Yeah, I stopped making, trying to make it rolls, because it's more effort than I'm interested in, but what I'll do is I make, a bowl of sushi with just, canned tuna. And it's just, rice, and then I chop up some veg and that, and put sauce on it, and then I just cut up nori and eat it with the nori. Alright. So furnace is up and running. We're starting to build boiler pressure. Eventually, this is the piston RPMs. Those will go up once I have those connected, but they're not connected yet, so those will go. All right, so we're building boiler pressure now, as you can see. So the condensers are starting to warm up. All right, and we're at 1 on that. Let's go ahead. These shouldn't even be on, frankly, because I don't have the generator switches on, so I don't know why those are even running. So we're still losing a little electricity. Let's go down and check. Okay, so that's slowly clutching in. We're on the slow end, that. Why are you not running? Why is this? Huh? I don't get this. Why is there nothing going through? What the hell is going on here? These are merged, right? Yeah, these are merged. Why is this not doing anything? Probably just because the clutch is so low, but I'm gonna go bang this clutch up. That's probably what it is. It's just so low, the clutch value. Let's fix this then. Let's go to 10. Alright, so we're charging now. See where it's at now. Alright, so there we have some S-Watts going in. So right now it only needs about 32% clutch pressure for the amount of electricity we're using. So that's not too bad. Yeah, we are getting a little surging, but it's not the end of the world. So that's outputting plenty for us here. Now just let this sit for a minute. I'll be right back as kind of let this stabilize. All right, so we are stabilized. We're running. You know, you see we're 3 decimal places off of generating. That's good. What's the number? 10. Should probably just run with 10 for now. I can always change it. How's it going there, Tomcat? How's it going there, Aiden? How's it going there, Alexander? How are you guys? All right, so systems are running pretty well so far. Condenser temp is good. You know, around 60. All right, nice. So this is running pretty well. Let's get these plumbed in. Come on. That's 0 to 1. Okay. Let's see. That is 1. That's 2. 2, 4, and 9, 11. 2, 4, 9, and 11. 2, 4, 9, 11. All right, here we go. so that's in there. And then 3 should be clutch. That should be clutch. And then what was this one? 9. Okay, so that should run that. Show me the positions of the drives. All right, so this will read the piston speeds. Crap. How's this gonna run out? Never mind, I don't want that there. I want drives on the other panel. I think they're going on this. Yeah, they're going on this. Yeah, need one extra slot and I'm missing it. All right, whatever. We'll go up. You can put more on this panel if we need to. Let's see, number input, port piston. All right, let's figure out the drive gauges. That is 9 through 12. All right. All right, so that'll be port, starboard, and then one of these RPMs, so we'll multiply these out. All right, there we go. That's RPM. All right, and then I'll probably just do another function off that. So let me find the gear ratio here. I'm just gonna see what the gear ratio is. Let's see, what's that? 9 times 3, 27 divided by 2. What's that? 13 and a half? Yeah, 13 and a half. 27 divided by 2, 13 and a half. Yep, 13 and a half. Okay. So those right now are 13 and a halves. Okay. That should give me drive speeds on those. Make sure it's plumbed correctly. It is. All right, let's run that. Shit, I want to do one more thing. Let's go ahead and go in here to the electrical panel. Let's see. Gen P. All right, so that is good there. Let's launch that. Always good to have a break from studying. Are the models in the workshop free? Yeah, everything on the workshop is free. I don't think Steam allows paid stuff unless it's a DLC. Alright, let's take a look, see how we're coming up here. I didn't plug them in, so that's not going to work. Shit. I always forget to plug them in. I hate it when I forget to plug them in. It's quite annoying. Alright, so starboard piston RPS. And then port goes here. Alright, that will help. That way you can see the piston start spinning up. Alright, let's get that pressure going. Alright, so boiler temp's up. Should be getting pressure here. There we go, starting to kick off. There goes piston RPM. Those are coming up fast. That's why this is screwy, okay. I gotta work on these numbers. These look right, these are a mess. Alright, good, we're up and running. Gen's working. We're losing a little bit of electricity, but that should be slowly increasing. Let's jump on the drives here. Clutch these two in. There we go. Alright, so the bottoms need to be flipped. So you see as we load these up, they're starting to slow down. And that's what I want. So essentially you want to figure out what the normal RPM range is on this. And then cap it so that the clutch maintains that RPM range so that it doesn't go over. Hello there. Hello there, Owl. How are you? I don't know why the SWATs. I don't know why the SWATs aren't raiding here. Yeah, I feel like crap right now. I way too much food that I'm not used to. I think I have an allergy to some stuff, so I didn't sleep well last night. I feel like crap, so I'm eating now so that I don't eat again the rest of the day because I'm trying to get back. I don't eat that much and eat way too much this last couple days. All right, so I want to get this ship to the state where it can be used because I actually want to be able to spawn it and use it. Let's first see what the price is at the current moment. Not bad. 158,000. So not too bad. I want to make sure this is all plumbed in, electricity wise. That is okay. I think everything's plumbed in. What was the last? What did I just want to do? Flip these. Cat's driving me nuts. He's like all over the place. All right, so that's kind of fixed up. What was the SWATs were not running, so why were those not running? So that is 11 and 12. 11 and 12. Okay. See what's up with those. Okay, that's 11 and 12. Yeah, I don't know why those are not showing. They're showing 0. I don't know why. I'll have to look at them later. Alright. Okay, I need to do, that's the main thing I need to do for functionality's sake. So I need to come in here. I'm going to do sticky rudder. Usually for big ships I do sticky rudder. Alright. Alright, so we'll do that for now for the rudder. Because you can't, when you're using wing segments, you can only go a 45-degree angle, or else they just stop actually doing anything. So And AED is going to be reset 100%. Alright. So we'll test the rudders out. I didn't have the generators on, that's why they weren't generating last time. Okay. Let's test these out. That's way too fast, so I need to fix it. Okay. And why can I not zero them out? Why can I not zero them out? Alright, so we'll do 0.005, I think, enabled, -1, 1, reset value 0. Now that's not gonna work, so let me see what I want to do. The reset's not gonna work, which is fine. I'll have to come up with some other way if I want to reset it. I didn't mean to. Can I get this done right the first time or not? Probably not. I keep having to go back and fix it. I keep forgetting to do stuff. There we go. All right. Hopefully that fixes it. All right. There's a 45. Alright, there's a 45. Nice. Alright. Do a little paint, and I need to fix a block I just saw. And then hopefully this can be used for missions. It's expensive, but we have the cash. That's why I've been grinding up cash for so long, as to try to get that all ready for missions. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll save this. And then let's go ahead and we'll load up the career game and see if we can go do some missions. And hopefully with this. Yeah, I very rarely, I don't eat much. Like, if I eat 1,000 calories a day, maybe 1,200 at most. And, friggin' Christmas, like, I don't know what it is, but some allergy cropped up after I had COVID the first time. And so I feel like death. So I was just like, I struggled to go to sleep last night. My stomach was killing me, and so, not good. Yeah, add it just like some of the small stuff. Like, I don't add a lot of HUDs or stuff that people put in. Like, some people have a car that's like 100 grand. It's like, how the hell do you do that? But like, most of my stuff's pretty inexpensive. Okay, I was gonna say, what is going on here? All right, so that's a fire. Did last time. Let's go ahead and start up and head out of here. So currently we have 192K. So what I want to do is get the W50 over. I want to get all the fuels out of the refinery, and put them, in the base so that I can sell them. Especially now that the ship can actually get in game, I want to do that a little bit more urgently. So, I don't want to have to sit there with the W50 and watch it pump. So what I'll do is just, I'll end up, leaving it there, and then we can teleport back and go do some missions, and that way it's doing it while, I'm doing something else. The other thing is once I can despawn that refining rig, I'm gonna save the game, and I can get rid of all the rescued people that are stuck at the hospital there. That was what it was. That will help out the game too. So just driving across country here. I can't be bothered to go around. It's kind of circuitous. There it is right here. All right. A little bit too circuitous, so. Yeah, this looks slow, but we're going 112 miles an hour, so. It's like people say, oh, it's, how do I go faster? How do I go faster? You're going 112 miles an hour. Just relax. Oh, this jump sucks. There we go. All right, good. I want to make sure I get slowed down enough for that. Yeah, and then that's part of the squealing tires thing too, is, if you go 112 and you try to make a tight turn, yeah, of course you're going to squeal a little bit. Like, we're at 100-something miles an hour here, Jumping over railroad tracks. Yeah. I need a lot of, not that we can spawn that here, but we can spawn it up at Spy Cakes. I need a lot of diesel to run that ship. I need like 30,000 liters of diesel as well, so we need to move some diesel around just to be able to fill that ship up. So what are we looking at here? Like, we have 4,300 here. Let's grab the W50. Still have yet to finish this trailer and hookups for this. Zacky's back. Alright, let's get in here. Getting. There's my musica. Nice. Tarkov would let me download the thing so I could get started on the wipe. Today is wipe day. So, like, I can show you right here why you want to have the correct spacing in your gearing. If you look here, like, we're revved out, right? So we're going to hit the rev limiter here in a second. It's revved out. Alright, so now watch the speed. We're going 70... We'll wait till we get to the bottom of the hill, but we're going about 74 kilometers an hour. Let's click into the next gear. Now, notice how low it goes, right? We go down to about 50% the RPS. Well, we're actually slowing down. And so it would be... If you had an intermediary gear between there, now this is designed to be a 4-speed, I think, because, what is this? Is it 4-speed? I think I put a 4-speed in here. This is designed to have a small transmission, or not a lot of gears like the real one does. You know, the benefit of having all those gears is, you know, at 600 RPM, we don't have the power to really pull it anymore. At 1200 we do, but we want to upshift. So, you know, by setting your gear, the span between your gears, so that would tell me right there that I need something closer to the other gear. So I want this to go from like 1300 down to 1000. I don't want it to go down to 600. So like if I shift up, that's not too bad there. See, now that's recovering. And so let that go out. And so that's the other thing too, is you want to go all the way to your max revs before you shift. Some people just like keep shifting. It's like, no man, you're trading away that power. You need to get the momentum up. So like that's, we could try again. You know, so now we're losing, so that's too high of a gear for us. We have to stay in the lower gear. And that happens in trucks. You can't just upshift because you want to. People are kind of spoiled by cars being able to kind of do that because the car is light. You get in a truck, you just, like, you can't go up in the next gear sometimes. You just don't have the power for it, you know? So you got to stay in the lower gear. Yeah, it was based off the, was it the Cadillac Eldorado from Entourage. Alright, start this sucker pumping. Put a little rev on this so that we make some electricity. Did I stall? I think I stalled. Yeah, I'm just gonna put a little bit of revs on this so that we make some electricity. Okay, good. For the pump. Let's see what I want to actually pump on here first. So. That's 21,000 jet fuel, and we have 4,300 diesel. We don't have a lot of diesel. I'm gonna shut off the jet fuel here. Yeah, this is looks like this stopped producing. So I want to put the other plant on here as soon as possible. So I need to just keep taking jet fuel out for now. That's money. We need money as well. So. I think we'll just keep taking jet fuel out. We're getting to the bottom of where we're almost all filled up here, so. All right, let's see, do we have any missions that are worth doing? We still have this one hanging. I don't really want to do that one. That's the moon mission. It'd be kind of cool to do some of the space ones at some point. Let's see. Let's teleport over here. Let's get a... What's up here? Okay, that's the oil cleaner. Let's actually teleport over there. I want to look at the oil cleaner. Alright, so the oil cleaner's just sucking up oil here. Let's see if I can get an eyeball on it. Alright. So that should be running, just taking in oil. Then I'll go ahead and we'll sleep in the bed and we'll get a mission. You're looking at pushback tractors? Something caught on fire. I'm not going over there again. I was just over here. I'm not going over there again. Let's take off no clip, or put on no clip, and that way I can get a mission further away. River barge requires servicing. Where is that? Wow. What's that worth? That's actually some good money. River barge requires servicing. It's a long trip to take it back, though. That's a long trip. I have to go, you know, I could go up through here and then around, but it's still a long-ass trip. Let's see. I'm not going to do that one. I'll keep sleeping here, see what we can get. It's a cool mission, but just not going to do it. But that would be a perfect mission for the home ship. It's one of the reasons I have the home ship, is the home ship's going to be able to sit on autopilot. And so that way, you know, I could hook that boat up to the home ship. The home ship could drag it all the way out. And then I could go to sleep on the home ship and get a new mission, and then go fly off and do that while the home ship is still traveling. That's the kind of whole point of the home ship. All right, good. Buoy tender has gone missing. Search the area, locate the emergency. All right. So it has a transponder, so I need something with a transponder locator. I don't know. Let's look at Chickadee. I think Chickadee has a transponder locator. If it does, we'll take Chickadee. Could take Night Owl. We might take Night Owl. I haven't run Night Owl in a while. Let's take Night Owl if it's available. I think I have enough jet fuel for Night Owl. Oh yeah, plenty of jet fuel. Let's take Night Owl. Hopefully nothing's wrong with Night Owl at the moment. It's too large. Okay, Chickadee it is then. Make sure Chickadee has a transponder locator. It appears Chickadee has a transponder on, no locator. I don't think Chickadee has the transponder locator. Nope. Okay. Katie, I know, does. Let's see the other helo. Let's see this one here. Could try the new helo. Let's see. Is everything plumbed in? No, most of the stuff's not plumbed in. We can take this. Let's take this. This stuff I think can go. But I'll leave it in there for now. I don't know what's in there right now. So let's see. Transponder locator is this. Yep. Okay, it has one. All right. We'll take this helo and go do this mission. All right, just jump in a seat and stop this bullshit. All right, there we go. What's going on with the power here? Why is this, what is up with the power here? This needs love. What's wrong with this now? Okay, let's see what happened to this. This somehow disconnected. Alright, so that's a simple problem. It's just this didn't get connected. And where's the locator itself? I don't see the locator. Yeah, is that not even plumbed in? This didn't get finished, so that's probably why I'm having issues here. What's that? Okay. So can this be deleted, or what's this all about? Okay, that can go there. What is this pump here? Okay, that's cooling pumps. This thing didn't get finished. I thought this was pretty much ready, but I guess not. I guess not. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff unplugged here. Yeah, good to know, good to know. That's always good to know what's actually working on these things. Camera small, that can plug in there. I don't care for right now. Electric connectors need to be plumbed in, or else they're not going to work. That can be fine. That's not actually controlling anything. What is this? That's winch plugged. That's RGB light. Okay, that needs to be plumbed in. Alright, these need to be plumbed into the engine. Alright, let's make sure all this stuff is plugged in. There is the transponder locator. There's, okay. That is the beep. I don't have the beeper on there, so that's fine. Transponder locator goes there. Transponder goes there. Make sure this is actually plumbed in the way it should be. It's plumbed to the panel. Okay, let's save this. Let's try it now. How the hell is the electricity not connected now? Alright, I'm not sticking with this all day. I really am not. I gotta work on this helicopter. This never got finished. I thought it was finished, or closer. It's not. So, it's gonna shut off infinite electricity or turn on infinite electricity for now and just not deal with it because I'm sick of it. Okay. Alright, good. Let's get going here. Turn on the transponder locator. Right, screw this. This is not anywhere near ready, I guess. I thought it was closer than it was. It is not. So let's go, Katie. Katie, have a transponder locator? Yeah. Let's see. Alright, let's put that in. Alright, so a bunch of that stuff never got finished. I know Night Owl will work, but I can't spawn Night Owl in that base, so that doesn't help. Let's go up a little on altitude here. We're coming up to a mountain. I need to work on the yaw on Katie. Yaw is kind of screwy at the moment. Yeah, so the yaw is acting up. I'm going to stick with that and fix it. What are we, 235? Let's put that in. 235 to 235. There we go. That'll stop some of that shaking and baking. There's that boat that needed to be brought back to urine. Helicopter? What? Alright. I don't know if the there's, okay, transponder's going. We're getting close enough. It's starting to beep now. Was there a... Yeah, so there's an oil... something out here. There's an island right here. Island's right here, so... That's what I'm seeing. Couldn't tell if it was an oil rig or an island at first. It's an island. Yeah, it makes me want to get that new helicopter kind of rocking and rolling. Get that going. Go back, fix some of my older stuff, but... Not always fun to go back and fix some of the older stuff. It's nice to work on some new stuff. Alright, so keep an eye on the beep. It's still pretty far away. in very, very limited number of beeps. So, okay, I'm gonna take. I don't want myself on the map. All right, so we're coming up on this island here. Should see another island as we cross the center point and then come out. One thing I'd like to see them do with a fishing update is like give us a proper, like if we look at where's temp? Right here. If we look at the temp here, like, you know, off in the North Atlantic, some of the richest fishing grounds, and so there's oil up here. What? Some of the richest fishing grounds. So it's like find some island up here and put a little island somewhere in like this area here, like right here, and make it a fishing village island. Put a dock there that we can spawn a boat. Put a little helipad, and like the richest fishing grounds are around that island, and then like to actually, so like you could sell it at the dock, but you're not going to get a lot of money for selling fish at the fishing island because there's a huge supply and very low demand. Not a lot of people live there. But the places that are going to have a lot of demand and low supply are these areas, and especially this area here, you know. And so by doing it that way, it gives you a reason to then like motor down south, and that's not too bad of a distance here to go. And if you want to start fishing here, that's fine, but the richest fishing grounds are in the cold waters, and you'd have to go out there, you know. So that's some of the thing that would be kind of cool. Also depth, you know, like have different types of fish and depths, or different quantities of fish at depth. So the deeper it is, the more fish you get more quickly. So it gives you a reason to kind of do something that's a little bit more challenging. All right, so we're coming up probably on this island, this next island here, which is right there off the left. Yep, so that would be this island here. So we're about halfway through. Check the beeps. Still very limited on the beeps here, so. I gotta fix Katie too. Katie needs some smoothing that I never got to. So, that's why a lot of stuff doesn't get released. It's just like, it seems like it's pretty much ready, but it's not, you know. Alright, how's the beeps going? Still very slow, but it looks like it's accelerating. So it's probably on the southern side here. Thought I saw something in the water there, I guess not. Make sure there's no treasure on that island there. No. They're presents for Christmas. Alright, so we just passed this island here. So we're about 50% through the search area. So, you know, we had very slow beeps on the first half of it. Like if I cut it in half, like here, like from where we're traveling in. So this half had very slow beeps. The likelihood is it's somewhere in here on this half. I'll keep an eye on the beep, see if it speeds up, but it looks like it is speeding up slowly. There's a good chance it's on this side of the search area. Checking fuel, we're good on fuel. Little island over there, so let's look at the map. So we saw an island over here, so that's probably it right there. What degree did I look at? It wasn't completely 90, it was a little bit more towards the south too, so probably this one here. Checking the beeps. Pretty damn slow, the beeps. Yeah, so I think we went further away from it, so it might be more towards the middle. Alright, so we're coming up like around here. So let's break off because I think we're starting to slow down the beeps. So let's go. God, will you grab the waypoint? Thanks. Alright, we're starting, we just got one there, but it's not speeding up, so we'll start heading towards the west here. We'll start searching this area here, and then if it's not over here, we'll search up there, and that should be kind of like one of the last little search areas there. Yep, so that's this island right here. It's the one we're looking at as we're crossing her over. Tell by the shape of it, its location. Alright, looks, we just got a beep, but it's not very fast, so check this east side. So that looks like we got a return beep a little bit faster on that one, so yeah, looks like we're starting to get closer to it, coming towards the east here, so that looks promising. So it could be on this eastern side of it. That wave, I think I just saw a wave over there. Yeah, it was a wave. So now we're coming up beam this island here, so we're abeam it coming right there. So we're right about here probably. And we should be heading towards two islands here, right? These two here. Check the beeps. Not that I was hearing it anyway, but fuel's still good. We 3 gallons down from last I checked, so we're not burning fuel super fast, which is nice. Alright, so there's one of the islands. We're headed towards there. That's one of these here. Check the beeps. And I can always test it by putting on my own light. That's what it'll look like when we're right on top of it. So you can always test it with our own transponder. So we're definitely getting faster beeps again, so coming up on an island here. So it could be in this wedge here. Somewhere like that, maybe. There's another one of the little islands, so we're splitting these islands here, so that one's the right one, that one's the left one. So right one, left one. And that's coming up on the edge of there, so we'll come back up this way and head through here. Check the beeps. Yep, see how frequent the beeps are now? So we're definitely getting close. So it's probably in this quadrant here. So it's in this quadrant here. So we know we don't have to go to the other quadrants now. Pretty much just split it up. Split up the pie. That's kind of our edge of our search area there, so once we hit that, we'll turn around. There it is right there, 12. 12 low right there. All right, good. All right, autopilot's off. Let's go ahead and we'll put in 50 feet. What's our current heading is 113. Okay. Fire and 4 peeps. So I don't want to get too close because of the fire, so let's go ahead and put the AP on right here. Alright, let's go ahead and I need to find exactly where it is. Let's go right about there. I don't want to be right on top of it. Now we'll click station keeping on. Now we'll hold the position for me. Alright, let's get out. that harness to go through here. Take a couple tries. Station keeping's a little bit rough because it's designed so that it will, you know, can handle 100% wind. So, how's it going there, Basilicious? All right, we'll see you later there, Amanda. So, I was trying not to go right over the boat, but whatever. Let's get a pick. I didn't bring my fire extinguisher. That's not a big deal. Why am I getting burned already? Which one's this one? That one's the pasture. That one's mine. I'll bring the fire extinguisher down with me. The next run. So 4 people. Mission's starting to get harder, which is nice. There's one in the back there. There's one underneath that I saw is down. So I need to bring a defib after I get the fire out. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. Yeah, whatever. Am I still getting burned here? Alright, good. So the fire's out. Nice. We got a couple laying down here on the job. Old gearboxes on this one. Scuba. Thermal clothing there. Alright. Let's get, what's in here? I'm trying to see if there's anything that I can use. Nope. No, okay. Let's get this guy out here, and then I gotta resuscitate the other 2. Yep, Katie works well. I need to... I wanted to take Night Owl, but just too big for that base. Okay. Get this put away. Grab the defib, grab this Johnny, stick him here. Grab one of you. Get this guy with the old. Yep. A lot of the parts, you know, a lot of changes. The old, like, you know, that's some of, like, the complaints, of course, are always valid, but the, it's like, some of the stuff has gotten a lot better. Like, the ability to use those really, like, we have 1x1 gearboxes now we can put in transmissions. Before they were, you know, 2x2s, it made it really cumbersome to try to do any of that stuff. You know, so you needed to have a lot of space for your gearbox, and you couldn't make really good transmissions, you know? So stuff like that is, oh, come on. Stuff like that's really come a long way for the better. Yeah. Yeah, only having the prefabs, just like, you know, the problem is you get to a point where you need a little bit more power. You need like 10% more power, and you need another 100% of the space. And so that was a pain in the ass. The modulars came out and they're great because it's, you know, you need 10% more power. Okay, take up 10% more space, and you can have 10% more power, you know, so it's, or you can do some other things like supercharge it and have 1% more power or 1% more space and 10% more power, you know, so it's really, really good having that stuff. The game's broken, man. Nothing works. It seems like it's working to me, you know. There are certainly issues here and there, but for the most part, everything's working, you know. Yeah, like, I'll check Katie's cooling. Like, I haven't checked Katie's cooling yet, and, you know, we may have an issue, but like I said, you know, until it gets fixed, just, you know, you have the option to shut off overheating, do it, you know. Oh, okay, I used up all the health kit. I was like... Alright, we're ready to get out of here after this. This is the kind of mission I like, is something like this nice because it's, you know, go out there, transponder, and then, you know, takes you a little while to find them and search them, but because of like the dynamics of having, you know, this really makes it so that it makes more sense to have a fast vehicle. You know, you'd want to do this with a helicopter, because searching that kind of search pattern with a boat would take a very long time, you know. And so that's why IRL they use, you know, ships, or they use helicopters and stuff for that. You know, Coast Guard even has jets that they'll put out the jets, and the jets will go searching for them, you know. And they do that because they can quickly go out there and look for the people. You know, and time is a factor. Alright, let's get out of here. We could land on the hospital ship. Let's do that. Alright, what's my altitude? Let's go up to 500 feet for now. That's good. A little sushi for citrus. Yeah, I'm going 100 plus knots here, and can easily go and search large areas, you know, and then having a home ship, you know, the home ship can start heading that way, and then use the helicopter, you know, or the home ship can be doing something else, you know. Yeah, I understand the people who want more story mode, I get that, but it's also like, make some of your own stories in the meantime, you know? Would it be great if the game offered some incredible stories and missions? Sure, but you can also make them yourself, you know? Come up with some cool ideas to do yourself, you know? You know, I understand a lot of missions are repetitive, but partly is, are you going and like to areas that would give you different missions? Are you shutting off? Are you turning on no clips so you get missions everywhere? You know, I can imagine if you set up beginner base the whole time and you play 20 hours of career and give up, well, you're not going to get a lot of varied missions. You start to put no clip on so you get missions everywhere. You'll get some interesting missions, like, you know, there was one that we didn't do to grab the mine at the bottom of the ocean. That was deep. That required, I needed a submarine, I needed a barge, I needed a bunch of stuff like that. You know, those are pretty interesting missions. They could, of course, always add more, but it's like, you know, I think sometimes, you know, when people complain they're bored, it's like, you know, you can solve that problem yourself by coming up with some interesting things to do, you know? Not always a game's fault if you're bored, you know? You know, there's some game, you know, let's put it this way, in a sandbox game, because the benefit of a sandbox game is you can do whatever you want. You know, they're very linear games where, of course, they can be boring. Like, I was bored to tears with Starfield because I didn't care about the story. I didn't care about the characters. I didn't want to be this character. I wanted to be me. And so I was bored. You know, I was sick of hearing some dude ramble on for 20 minutes about whatever story that I didn't care about, you know. And so, like, for me, that's not the game for me, you know. And I understand this type of game is not for some people, but, you know, you can also make up some of your stories in a sandbox game. You know, do your own type of thing, put in your own restrictions, you know. Let's check fuel. We should be good on fuel. Katie's pretty fuel efficient. So we're coming up on half tanks. So, you know, I don't like building my stuff unrealistically, having huge endurances. So, like, we left here. We came down. We did a search pattern here, and then, or we came down to here and then back. And then we did a rescue. We were there for a while, and then we're coming up here. I've only have like 80 gallons on here, you know, so a couple 100 liters most, and I'm not going to use all of it, you know. So by giving yourself a restriction like that, and by restricting how far your vehicle can go, it's kind of cool that it gives you some restrictions. It makes you have to do the mission efficiently because you'll run out of fuel, you know. And I've had Katie to where I've been in the career series where I've done 2 or 3 missions with Katie, and I have to detour and stop and get fuel, and that helps add to your own little narrative in your story. It's like, oh, we're running out of fuel, we need to stop, you know. So that gives them a little bit more interest, I find. Yeah, I like me some sushi. Yeah, I pretty much only, like, I don't cook very elaborately anymore, but, like, I pretty much do, you know, like I was talking about the sushi bowl. If I'm going to cook it at home, like, if I want, sushi, I go out for it. But, you know, if I make it at home, I just, like, you know, the easiest is if I have a can of tuna, which I always have, like, cans of tuna and the thing, I'm like, oh, I feel like sushi. Well, I'll make it, like, not really a California roll, but, like, kind of a spicy tuna roll with the canned tuna. And so cook rice, and then, you know, do a bunch of different, like, fermented vegetables and some spicy in there, and then put it on the rice, and then put it on the rice, and then cut up nori. Like, you know, I'm certainly no expert, but I've watched a bunch of, you know, videos of, like, people who, you know, like in Japan, and they'll kind of, like, you know, sometimes they'll make rolls and whatnot, but a lot of times, you know, especially at home, you just have like a bowl of rice, you'll have some toppings on the rice, and you put the topping on top of your serving bowl of rice, and then you take the square of nori, and you just, like, grab it kind of like you grab with a tortilla or with a naan, and you, like, pick it up, and then put it, you know, then just eat it, you know, and it's kind of like a nice little wrapper, and you get the same flavor. But, you know, for me, I don't like spending the time making the roll, you know. Alright, so I'm doing the same strategy last time, right? The nose is going to block me, even though I do have an under view camera. The nose is going to block me, so I'm purposely off to the left a little bit. And I'm going to come up until about the mid of Katie is on this line. That line is showing me the center of the landing area. And so I'm watching the center of the landing area here. Now, I've transitioned to the side. And I'm going to I need to look a little bit straighter here. But transition to the side there. And that'll tell you if you're aligned forward back, and then we have a line on the front of the ship there, so I know I'm off to the left, and I know that I am now aligned forward back, come over to the right, and touch down pretty much, you know, close to center of the pad. And so that helps for alignment. Let's do door. Okay. Let's see. What do I have for tie downs on Katie? I forget what I have for tie downs. Rope anchor here. There we go. Okay. Do not go in the drink, Katie. Come on. There we go. These people are all, they all have been taken, so I can just dump them wherever I want, so. The torch back, please. Grab the torch by accident. Give me this jackass that's sitting right here. Come on, give me these jackasses. There we go. All right. Throw them in the drink in a second here. A little bit of a slowdown here going on, so. I don't know if it's always I had to look at the seat to get them, but I think they changed like how close you have to be to actually like look at the people, grab them now. Okay. I have everybody off. I can't see. Okay. Stop following me, please. I'm gonna throw you in the drink. Thanks. Alright, let's go ahead and get ready to get out of here now. Gotta put the torch on by accident. Where did I even grab it from? Oh, back here. I was looking through the person and got it. Okay, this is gonna be hairy if I don't do this right. Alright, let's get out of here. Screw your ropes, jackass. There we go, we're up. Still waiting for the rotors to speed up. A nice little drop off there on the hospital ship. All right, we're up to operating RPM now. Good little Katie mission. Yes, frequency to stop the hospital ship would be nice. Like, I would like them to do a standardized radio system, the drawbridges, you know, stuff like that would be nice. You know, looking on a positive note, they have added some cool features recently, especially, you know, the last week they added the variable pitch propellers, which I think is a really popular thing. You know, like a lot of people, especially new players, struggle with figuring out how to run clutches and stuff like that. So this is a way you can kind of cheat and not have a clutch. So, like, some of the newer players are interested in that. Like, I like the notion of maneuverability, and like I'm gonna still make it a little bit more complex where they're not just running all the time; they're running at a certain RPS, and then you can still throttle them up and down. But that was a big feature people liked. So, you know, some of these quality of life things seem like they're coming, you know, they're coming slowly as anything, because like what's important to you might be 10th on the list for anyone else. You know, so it seems obvious from a first person perspective that, oh, of course this should come next. Well, you know, go ask somebody else. Like, for example, I see post after post after post every day of people like fix multiplayer, fix multiplayer, fix multiplayer. I don't care. I never play multiplayer. I'd like multiplayer to be better so that, you know, that other people enjoy the game as well, because I'm not selfish. But you know, it doesn't do anything for me personally, you know, and so I could be a jerk and be like, oh, that's stupid, they worked on multiplayer. Nobody plays multiplayer. They should have worked on this, the thing that I wanted, instead of, you know, and realizing that, you know what, people want different things. So, you know, for me, like some of the, you know, as a builder, which is what the game's frankly about, as far as I'm concerned, is the, you know, the physics sensor was one of the best updates they did, because it really allowed you to shrink your builds. It allowed you to get a ton of information out of one block, and then, so you not only lose the blocks of having, you know, 3 tilt sensors in every airplane, and then you have to find, you know, 3 blocks of space in every airplane for tilt sensors, but it's also 3 nodes on the microcontrollers that you need to now plumb in, and some of them you might need to do multiple times, so, you know, that might save you 100 nodes in a build easily by just adding the physics sensor. So, you know, for me, that's big. Somebody who's, you know, a workshop warrior who just downloads stuff off the workshop might not really care or appreciate that, because they didn't have to worry about spending the time to build something. So it's, you know, the thing that might be most critical to one person is very far down the list, and vice versa, you know, so it's kind of, it happens at times as well. You know, like, I come up with my own stories here. I don't need the game to make a story for me. So, like, I don't care, really, if there's new missions. There are still missions I have yet to do, you know, that have yet to come up for me, you know, and, so it's, do I really need some new missions? No, I haven't done any. I have done, like, maybe a couple of the Ring of Fire missions. You know, we got the shark cage. I did not do the bomb. You'll get sunken airplanes, you'll get sunken ships. I haven't done any of those. You'll have repair the underwater cable. I haven't got any of those. You'll get, I have gotten this one, go down and repair the underwater station. There's an underwater research station. You have to go down there and repair some stuff. You know, so there are a lot of varied missions. It's just like some people just don't get to them. You know, for example, if I sit here all day long and I have no clip off, I'm going to get missions that are all in this area. And so the likelihood of me to get one that's up here in the Ring of Fire is very limited. If I went up there and sat in the Ring of Fire, I would probably get some Ring of Fire missions, you know. And if I want some Tajan missions, or some Arctic missions, I'd have to go up there. If I shut off the... like, even if I put on no clip, I will not get any Arctic missions. You have to be up in the Arctic, so there's still probably a distance thing where it still limits your distance. So if you want some more varied missions, you know, go hang up the Arctic for a couple days. I like to do that every once in a while. Fly up to the Arctic and do some Arctic missions, which are hairy and really challenging, you know. That is not my HUD. That is, that's Jan's HUD. That is, it looks at another monitor. Yep. It puts a camera looking at a 3x3 screen. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know anything about that, Basilicious. Yep. Yes, I did know the fluid meters have a composite now. Yep. Yep, I put that in the, that's in the new refinery. I think I'm using that node. But yeah, that's another cool feature that they put in recently. So let's go over to the W50. No, go away, please. Their message. See if this, how full this is. Alright, we're still filling here. So just slowly moving this fuel around. But good work on the home ship today. That got some stuff moving. So the home ship, for those who may not have seen early, is now usable in the series. So we can actually use it. The panels are hooked up in the, or not all the panels, of course, but the necessary panels are hooked up in the bridge. The electricity is hooked up, so that can go out on rescues. The issue being that I need to have enough diesel to run it. So, like, this is how I keep myself entertained too. It's like I have a long list of things to do for to get to where I want to be. So, knowing right off the bat that I was going to want a home ship at some point, right? That's a lot of time spent building. So that keeps me occupied, keeps me interested. And then, in order to have the home ship, I need to have enough cash. So if you remember, for a long time, we've been grinding up cash. And that whole cash situation was to be able to get that home ship in. And, you know, one of the first things did was get the oil facility going. Well, I need, like, I think it's 30,000 liters of diesel to fill that ship. So that's a lot of diesel. And so, you know, I need to make sure I have enough diesel, and that diesel needs to get to a base where it can be used. So that means I need to transport the diesel to another base to fill the ship, you know. And so all those types of things get, you know, give me a long list of stuff that needs to be accomplished, you know. And that's how, it's one of the ways you can keep interested in the game is doing that. Like right up here we have 2,700 liters of diesel. We have 0 liters of diesel at Spy Cakes. So, like, that tells me what my next missions are going to have to be. If I want to use the home ship, which I do, and my only base that I can spawn it right now is Spy Cakes, I need to be able to transport some diesel up here. You know, so I need to bring some diesel to Spy Cakes. That gives me something to do. It gives me a purpose. And so, you know, like right now, I don't have a ton of diesel going right now. This is shut off. I'm moving jet fuel again. I'm trying to get rid of all the jet fuel for money because I could always buy diesel if I need to, if I have money. So like right now we are out of oil. So we have no oil, so this can shut off. So like cycle heater can go off, all that can go off. There's no oil left, right? So I've used up all the oil. We're down to 4,300 liters of diesel here, and we have 11,000. So what I'm actually going to do is I might as well shut this off now because that takes 13,000. So I have one more trip of jet fuel and one more trip of diesel, and then I'm all set for moving my fluids out of this base. So because I want to despawn this base and bring in the refinery from the tutorials. And so I need, well, I don't need to. I could have just despawned it, but I wanted to get all the fuel out of there because it's just waste time if I don't. And then once I get all the fuel out of there, I'm going to despawn that and we'll start fueling up again, or start making fuel again with the new, better refinery. And that could be improved upon, you know. Oh, it does, yeah, world rotation instead of local tilts. That's weird, yeah. You know, they're only using, what is it, 17 channels? You know, what they should do is just leave it the way it is and then add some more channels that you need, so. If you put your feature requests, Basilicious, in the Discord, you know, we can all star that. Because that was, like, one thing is they, like, the devs, you know, didn't think we needed X, Y, or Z for the physics sensor. They did come back on a second pass and add some features. So, you know, if there's if it's something that's not hard to do and it's they need something quick and a crowd pleaser, you know, that's the kind of stuff I think they go after sometimes is, oh, we could add these things to the physics sensor and make people happy, and it would take us 20 minutes, you know, and so. I get you. All right, so this is $9 grand here, and then I'll probably end up taking this back so that it can fill while we're doing something else. I don't know how long I'll be able to play today. I'm kind of I got something at 4:30, but if feeling crap too. Christmas destroyed me with food. It was good food, but it's just not. I'm not used to it, and I feel like crap. You get back to my food. I ate really healthily, and so it's eating a bunch of crap was not good. It was good food, but it's just like fatty, sugary stuff that I normally don't eat, so it kind of destroyed me. Oh yeah, the fact that you need to do it, yeah. I see what you're saying. Alright, let's stop this, Johnny. Do a quick save. What are we, 27th? 27th. Check it. Alright, so we got the jet in there. Let's send this back. That's a good bit of money. We get $6 per liter. That's 180 grand we have sitting in this base of jet fuel right now. So that's pretty damn good. We're going to bring this back. We'll plug this back in. We'll get the last of the jet fuel out of there, and then I'll take one more trip to get the diesel out, and then I can despawn it and get rid of all those people that are sitting at St. Alexander Hospital here that are kind of causing me problems. And then, you know, we can take plenty of trips up with the airplanes flying that jet fuel up. That's a lot of money. You know, and while I'm doing that, the new refinery can be on top of that oil patch. I'll see you later there, Rasmus. The new refinery can be sitting on top of the oil patch and making just diesel, and then start getting that diesel moved up to Spy Cakes for the launch of the new home ship. So, you know, that will give me a good time to work on the home ship a little bit more, get a couple more functions in, get that helicopter kind of going. You know, Katie will fit on there. It's a little tight, but Katie will fit on the pad, I believe, if I need to. That other helicopter that I showed that needs work, so a bunch of stuff to do. But, you know, the game's on sale right now, so a lot of people have been asking if it's worth its price. And, you know, one thing that's kind of sad is a lot of people will go right to Steam, which makes sense. That's the marketplace that sells it, but I find Steam to be ultra negative. And it's, you'll literally have people hanging around there who haven't played the game in years who just come in to bitch about the game. And it's like, dude, you haven't played in years. It's like, why are you still hanging out with a hate boner for a game you don't play anymore? It's like, you know, there are games that I don't play anymore, and I don't go in there and, you know, bitch about them all day. It's like, go do something else, man. Yeah, because the problem is, you know, a new player will, and, you know, and I don't ever, like, just recommend the game of, like, yes, go play it. It's usually like, if you like X, Y, and Z, then it's probably the game for you. If you don't, it's probably not the game for you. Because the last thing, you know, I don't think it's helpful to get people to buy a game that are then going to hate the game and just be a negative influence to the game. You know, if you have somebody who does not like that type of game and then they play it, they're going to try to change your game into what it's not to suit them. And that's never good either. It's like, you know, if you had a really casual group of players come in and like start buying a lot of stormworks, you know, you could say, well, they might start getting what they want and essentially ruin the nature of what the game is supposed to be instead of going playing a game that's already set up to be the way that they want it. Like, you know, for example, like Space Engineers is very simple. Put a battery on a ship, yay, power. This isn't like that. You saw I spent like probably 20 minutes today just working on the electrical panel. And, you know, this is, you could make it super simple if you wanted. Put a battery on there, you know, plug it into everything, and now you just have power. Or you can do what I like to do, where you make systems, you know, so, you know, I think it's better if you don't like that type of game, go play the type of game you like, you know, instead of trying to change the game into something it's not, you know. and it's it's like I was joking with Citrus earlier. It's like, games, Steam's broke and nothing works. And it's like, it's not true. And it's because it's a challenging game. Like I've talked about before, it's like people are willing to just blame the game instead of I might not know how this complicated thing works. And that I find is more often the case is, they just don't understand how it works. And the problem is when you understand, hey, I probably just don't know how this works, you can then ask some questions. You can learn how, like, for example, I don't know much Lua. So if I want to learn Lua, I could say, oh, this sucks. This doesn't make any sense. The game's broken, obviously, because I can't make it work. No. I don't have that much practice with Lua. I could ask Rasmus or I could ask Basilicious or Citrus for some help on Lua. I do make some Lua stuff, and it's but to assume that it's not, you that is the problem sometimes is a problem, And so I know my own limitations in Lua. And so if something's not working in Lua, I don't, go and say, oh, it's the game's fault this isn't working. I say, no, it's my fault. It very well could be the game's fault, but likely, because I'm not really good at it, it's probably my fault, And there are areas where I, do better in, And generally it's, but it's still, I still make stupid mistakes all the time that it's my fault something doesn't work. And I start with that premise. It's probably something I did. And by starting with that premise, it's very easy for me then to say, okay, it's probably something I did. So let's go over what I did or what I changed. And usually that's when I find the solution is, oh, it's probably my fault. I go through what I just did, and then you find it and you move on. If you just blame the game, well, guess what? If the game's quote unquote broken, well, there's no point in looking. There's no point in trying to fix it because it's nothing you could do. And so I think that's part of what some people do that will get frustrated is, it's false attribution of where the blame is, and then you're never going to get it fixed at that point. Shit. That's not good. I just noticed that the rod is gone. Crap. Alright, it's not a big deal. I just have to put a new one in. But it's gone. So I accidentally closed the game down, probably with it still connected. So I need to toggle button's off though. Anyway, so when I go to put the new one on, I'll just put the drilling rig on, and all I have to do is drop the rods in. So it's not a big deal. But so that's kind of the thing. Is it's frustrating to me. Is it's like people say Steam's broken, and then they'll go tell people all over Reddit and everything else Steam's broke. It's like it's not. Are there things in the game that are currently not working correctly? Yes. I would say the fluid ports are pumping too slow, and that's causing it so that we can't do things like raw water cooling that we used to be able to do. Is there a good chance it gets fixed? Yes. My solution, again, shut off overheating until it's fixed. But, a lot of these things are not broken. I just made a Steam ship. It works. But people will make a declarative statement that Steam is broken. Then you get 28 other people who now think Steam's broken. Okay, I'm not going to even bother playing because they listen to some jack on Reddit instead of actually going and testing it out themselves or downloading a build or looking at a tutorial and saying, hey, look, this guy says Steam works, and he made a workshop link that shows that Steam works. Okay, well, I can play, and that's why I do some of the things I do is to try to just be like, and if people like Steam's broke, and I'll put links to my stuff so that they can see, All right, let's see what we want to do here. I think we'll end up here. I'm kind of feeling like crap, so let's get back there. So I'll let that pump. Got one more tank of jet fuel, almost a full tanker's worth of jet fuel. That will get us up to what are we talking there? 44,000 liters. So we're talking $240,000 of jet fuel is sitting in this base. So I don't know why this oil is continually pissing through here, but I have the cleaner out there. The cleaner has been doing a reasonable job of sucking it up. Once that cleaner goes to the bottom of the ocean, I know it's full. So that cleaner is drawing up some oil and helping to clean. But that could still be from my spill, from when I spilled it a while ago. So hopefully get that cleaned up. But a lot of good cash sitting here, and then they'll probably do some runs. We'll do some fuel runs. We'll take some jet fuel up, sell at the military base, do a couple of runs with the plane, and then the diesel will probably get moved up to Draymore and then ferried over via land vehicle to Spy Cakes. And then I can launch the new home ship and go do some stuff. You know, if I'm hurting on diesel, I can always head down and buy diesel at market price. It's not that bad. You know, it's $2. But we'll have plenty of money from running jet fuel, so it's still worth our while to do that. And that'll be kind of cool to get that in game. Yeah, so I think that's the long-term plan, you know, and having a little long-term plan often will make it so the game sessions are more fun. Is you know where you want to go, and because if you know where you want to go, as far as you know your game planning, I think it's a lot more fun. You know, kind of randomly getting on and not knowing what you want to do makes it tough. And when you get to the point where you don't know what to do next, you have a list of okay, I want to do X, Y, Z. We can do this one. All right, let's read this chat. Finish this before. Just keep pressing button and read manual until it works. Yep. Yeah, I agree. You know, the message came out hard and strong. You know, right off the bat that things were broken. You know, I think a lot of the misinformation comes from the player base. You know, I did it. I did one of the recent streams. I showed that literally in the comments of the video, saying the exact opposite message. People were saying. You know, they read it completely backwards, and then people in the comments were believing what they said instead of just reading right above. And it's stuff like that happens too, and it's just, you know, and sometimes it's better for a game to have a smaller, more engaged player base than to have more of a transient player base for a number of reasons. And so it's not always a bad thing that some people have stepped away. You know, sometimes it's a good thing, you know. Some of the people, like I talked about, who are like ultra negative and don't play anymore. It's like it's one thing if you have criticisms and you still play. It's another thing if you have criticisms and you don't even play anymore. Then why are you here? You know, that's kind of the thing. It's like, you know, go do something better with your time. You know. Let's thank the members: Side Mountain, Connor Boyle, Danny, Sergeant Chaos, Aaron Repairs All, Amanda VR, Citrus, and Rasmus for being members. Thank you to Chickator for being a patron. If you guys are interested in that, it's down in the description below. Thank you all the subscribers. If you guys have yet to subscribe, please consider subscribing. If you guys would like the videos, that will always help. And we'll see you later. Yep. Boathouse says just pretty much a fluid port flow rate issue left, and that's what I'm thinking as well. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.